Here, my son. Let me tell you a story about the trading bloc. A trading bloc is a group of nations belonging to a mutual trade pact, agreeing to give each other reduced trade tariffs and other accommodations, while imposing trade barriers and restrictions to non-member nations. Regional trading blocs are also known as regional economic blocs, where its members strive to eliminate trade barriers on import and export of goods, services, labor, and capital. Okay, it is a geopolitical and economical organization of 10 countries located in Southeast Asia, which was formed on 8th of August 1967 by Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand. Since then, it has extended its members and many more people have joined, nations have joined, such as Brunei, Burma, Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam. And its aims include the acceleration of economic growth, social progress, cultural development among its members, the protection of the peace and stability of the region, and to provide opportunities for member countries to discuss differences peacefully.
ASEAN practices free trade between its member countries. However, countries that are outside its trade boundaries do not have that privilege. They experience usual tariffs, like regular tariffs and quotas, and other artificial trade barriers. When entering a trading bloc, a country can experience two different things. It can experience trade creation, which takes place when a country switches from buying products and service from a high-cost country to buying the products from a low-cost country. And can also experience trade diversion. Unlike trade creation, this is when a country joins a trading bloc and instead of and switches from buying products from a low-cost country to a high-cost country.
Oh, I didn't see you there. You're wondering how firms outside the trading bloc can overcome the trade barriers. Let me tell you how. In order for the firms to overcome the trade barriers, they would have to join or set up in the countries that are inside the trading bloc. Well, as you know the saying, if you can't beat them, join them. Well, goodbye. That's a nice Macarabia. Oh. Speaking of Macarabias, I'd like to talk to you about globalization. Globalization is a term that was invented to emphasize that a product is more likely to succeed if it was adapted to a local community or culture that it is marketed in. For example, McDonald's. McDonald's is a globalized business, but its menus change in different countries according to the locals. For example, the Macarabia in the Middle Eastern region. And McDonald's in France changed their mascot from Ronald McDonald to Asterix the Gaul to be in touch with the French culture. World Trade Organizations. A WTO is an international organization designed by its founders to supervise and liberalize international trade. The organization officially was made in January 1st, 1995. The World Trade Organization deals with regulation of trade between participating countries. It provides a framework for negotiating and formalizing trade agreements. The General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade, or the GATT, was established after World War II in the wake of other new multilateral institutions dedicated to international economic cooperation. A comparable international institution for trade, named the International Trade Organization, or the ITO, was successfully negotiated. The ITO was to be a United Nations specialized agency and would address not only trade barriers, but other issues related to trade, including employment, investment, restrictive business practices, and commodity agreements.
The WTO has three main objectives. The first one is ensuring that developing countries secure a proper share in the growth of international trade. The second one is raising standards of living in these third world countries and in countries in general. Third one is ensuring full employment in every country. Another major one, which is the main aim for, which is the absolute goal of WTO, is to decrease trade, international. Okay, wait, just.
Although there are many aims and objectives to the Doha round, it collapsed because they weren't able to settle to an agreement or to settle on most of the issues because most countries wanted one thing while others wanted another, and it was hard to settle what they wanted. Hassan, do you know what Asian and world and trade barriers are?
Yes.